The night Trevor Noah turned his sights on Meghan Markle, it felt less like comedy and more like a trial by fire. The audience didn't respond with polite chuckles. Instead, sharp, guilty laughs rippled through the room. If you want to make sure you're around to see the full, uncensored story, make sure you hit subscribe right now. You're not going to want to miss the deep dive coming next.
Damn, Harry and Meghan are losing their titles? That's the most embarrassing royal loss since William's hairline.
The kind you can't hold back when you know the truth is being dragged into the open. For years, Meghan had brushed off critics as bitter, jealous, or biased. But this time, an award-winning comedian with global perspective and lived experience sliced straight through her defenses. He didn't just tease her, he dismantled her carefully polished image brick by brick, exposing the contradictions hidden behind glossy interviews and Instagram filters.
Although I do have to admit this, right? I always find it weird when people introduce a new baby. Because if you think about it, there's such a big contrast between the end product and how it was made. The result of our sweaty night of just raw dogging, #blessed.
And when the camera caught Noah's sly smile between punchlines, the shift was undeniable. This wasn't about getting laughs. This was about making people see. And once they saw, they couldn't unsee it. It began with one set, one spotlight, and a comedian who didn't hesitate. Noah framed Harry as a prince without a plan, and Meghan as the ultimate Hollywood climber who networked her way into royalty.
Now the big question is, if Harry and Meghan come to America, where they're gonna live? Everyone wants to know. I think they'll move to LA because Meghan is an actor, and then she's gonna wanna work again, and then Harry can just join the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yeah, just be like fighting on TV. I know what you said about me, Denise. Say it to my face.
He flipped the couple's promise of financial independence into a parody of a job hunt gone wrong, imagining Harry clocking into 9-to-5 life while Meghan worked the room like a seasoned agent. The image wasn't just funny, it was humiliating. It reframed the couple not as victims of a ruthless monarchy, but as opportunists desperate to stay relevant.
You know, I mean, she used to be on Deal or No
infiltrated?
Deal. Look, she was on Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the wife convinces you to leave the royal family. Like, I'm out. I don't need you guys. Which is crazy, because don't you just get free money?
And when the audience laughed, it wasn't out of cruelty. It was recognition. They saw the contradiction clearly. You can't demand privacy while cashing checks for selling your story. That night, the cracks in Meghan's PR armor widened. What started as comedy became a cultural shift. The danger of satire is that it sticks. Headlines fade, scandals pass, but a good punchline lives forever.
What the f*** is going on with Harry?
How dare you?
I'll say whatever I want. You're in my house now.
You want a piece of me?
I will f*** you up, girlie.
The focus is starting to shift off of me.
Within days, clips of Noah's routine were circulating worldwide, racking up millions of views and spurring new commentary. Suddenly, Meghan wasn't just under media scrutiny, she was a running joke. And here's the problem. Once a public figure becomes comedy material, they stop controlling their story. Every new appearance risks being reframed as another punchline. Every attempt at sincerity sounds like setup for the next gag. For Meghan, that was the real nightmare. She wasn't just criticized, she was caricatured.
Meghan, this new Netflix show I'm producing for you is gonna be huge. Tell Eldon all about it.
It's about a beautiful young swan, but no one treats her like the beautiful swan she is until season 2, when everyone apologizes to her.
After Noah lit the fuse, American comedians piled on. Late-night hosts turned her Netflix special into fodder. Sketch shows parodied Suits, mocking the series she once bragged about. Podcasters rebranded Harry as a sidekick lost without direction. Even stand-up comics who rarely touched royal topics suddenly had a new favorite punchline.
Opportunity is everything.
The jokes weren't random, they followed a theme. Meghan, the ambitious actress, Harry, the clueless prince. Together, a couple desperately trying to turn drama into a paycheck. By the end of that week, Meghan's public image had transformed from misunderstood duchess into celebrity parody.
Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Pull that video up, because it's one of my favorite.
Trick that people do with pineapple, instead of just cutting it to make the perfect little bite, you follow the wedge. When nature has given you all the cues on how to have a perfect taste of something.
Oh, how fun is that? I love it.
I like working hard.
This woman is being paid millions of dollars to show how to cut into a pineapple.
And the cruelest part? Comedy doesn't need evidence. It only needs timing. If American comedians roasted Meghan with playful satire, British comics came armed with knives. To them, this wasn't just a Hollywood scandal, it was home turf. They didn't bother softening the blows. They went for the jugular. Stand-ups boiled down her documentary into a single savage line, self-pity dressed up as history.
Everyone is wondering what they'll do to support themselves without any of that royal cash. Well, good news, Meghan's already got herself a job.
Here comes the first time in her life that Meghan Markle actually touches food. Let's watch that back. Why is she pushing apples into the salad?
You're definitely a unique person.
Puppet satire shows painted Harry as a pampered man-child and Meghan as a schemer plotting her next cash grab. Sketches mocked their speeches about struggle while cutting to mansions and private jets. The laughter was colder, sharper. In Britain, Meghan wasn't framed as a tragic royal exile.
Do you see any of the real Diana in Meghan? Did you?
No.
Really?
No. Sorry. Wow.
She was a national punchline, a sport people played in pubs, on stages, and across tabloids. Then came the internet, and once the memes hit, the damage was irreversible. A simple clip, Meghan correcting her name in a Netflix scene, was slowed down, captioned, and repurposed into a viral meme. Suddenly, she wasn't a duchess. She was a reaction GIF. Parody cooking skits mocked her lifestyle branding, splicing champagne glasses into budget tips.
Queen has announced that Harry and Meghan can no longer describe themselves as royal. And I won't lie, if I was Harry and Meghan, I'll be like, fine, then we'll be known as Royale.
TikTok edits remixed her interviews into auto-tuned songs with titles like Royal Reality Check. Twitter threads compared her speeches to reality TV confessionals. And the key difference? These weren't professionals. These were millions of anonymous voices, relentless and global.
What's funny is that no matter what job Prince Harry gets, you realize he's still gonna be Prince Harry, right? Can you imagine being his boss when he screws up? Like, what do you call him in and say? Prince Harry, get in here, your majesty! You blew the Henderson account, my lord! Clean out your desk and may God save the Queen!
Every slip became content. Every appearance became material. Meghan wasn't just trending, she was trapped. Beneath the laughter, one truth kept resurfacing. Meghan and Harry built their post-royal careers on the contradiction of demanding privacy while monetizing exposure. Every tearful interview about being hounded was followed by another high-profile media deal.
James Corden is a 12-time Emmy winner and the host of The Late Late Show. He's also living proof that a man can move from London to LA and not tell everyone about his frostbitten penis.
Every claim of wanting normal life was undercut by staged photo shoots and podcasts. Comedy thrives on contradiction, and Meghan had given the world an endless supply. That's why the roast never stopped, because it wasn't tied to one scandal. It was tied to her entire brand. A brand built on saying one thing and doing another.
We know what that means.
That's LA. She wants to be famous. She found the guy to make her the most famous in the world, and now she's over there and she's like, if she didn't marry him, she would be on The Bachelor this season. She would be Megan M. from Sherman Oaks barista. She just got lucky.
By now, Meghan wasn't simply being mocked, she was being defined. The late-night jokes, the sketches, the memes, together they created a new cultural script. Meghan wasn't remembered for her activism or her interviews, she was remembered for the punchlines. And once public perception shifts, it rarely shifts back.
Hey, it's the husband formerly known as Prince. Any luck getting a job?
Oh, they had me driving for Uber Eats, but there were too many damn rules. Don't touch the food, don't taste the food, drive on the road.
I'm sorry, Rowdy Weddy.
People didn't just laugh at her, they saw through her. Every new project she launched risked being overshadowed by the same running gags. The couple had become characters in a satire they couldn't escape. So here's where Meghan stands. Petitions may threaten her titles, but comedy already stripped away something far more powerful: credibility. Once the world decides you're funnier as a joke than as a story, you stop controlling your narrative. The memes, the punchlines, the sketches, they take on a life of their own.
So Pads, tell me, everyone knows you're the bear who likes to shower. What's the secret to your eternal personal glow?
Well, Harry, I'm glad you asked me that. As you know, I'm a huge fan of South American product.
Is it Colombian?
No, 100% Peruvian, biodynamic, organic, catastrophic cocaine.
Yes, I've tried it, and the results were incredible.
Trevor Noah may have fired the first shot, but what followed was an all-out cultural ambush. American comedians, British satirists, puppet shows, TikTok creators, all chipping away at the illusion until nothing was left but contradiction. And here's the harshest truth. Scandals can be survived. Headlines fade, but jokes live forever. For Meghan Markle, the laughter wasn't just entertainment, it was judgment. And once the audience laughed, they saw the truth. And once they saw, they couldn't unsee it.